It's my honour to welcome everybody to sunny Huddersfield this morning for the third Notwestminster event. Today I will be, as Dave McKenna describes me, your impresario for the day. I don't know what that means, but I'm your impresario. I think it's a bit like a dodgy warm-up man for a good show, a bit like Norman Collier at Batley Variety Club. Young people Google that, that'll make no sense to them whatsoever. We're incredibly fortunate. This is day 2 of Notwestminster. Yesterday was brilliant. We had a great vibe. We had councillors, officers, civic activists, hackers. We had a lot in the room, and I think if we can take the energy from yesterday in today, that'd be really good. So I'm going to start with thanking and acknowledging our sponsors, who each year we get more and more, which is good because it makes our job a lot easier, and also without the sponsors and the support that we get for events such as this, it just would not happen. I would encourage you during the break and during the course of the day to please go and talk to our sponsors, find out what they're up to, because a lot of them are doing some really interesting stuff that might be relevant to what you're interested in as well. So that's the sponsors. I think it's really important that we do acknowledge the support that we get from my own council, which has been excellent and gives officers like us the space to do this sort of thing. We are part of Local Gov Digital, and without them none of this would have happened years and years ago. But I think particularly today, if Brent's there, I'm going to embarrass him. A massive thank you to Brent, who has always openly given up the venue for us to do things like Notwestminster. He bought into nothing more than an idea 3 years ago, and we didn't have anything but an idea. But he went with us on that journey, so can we just say thank you to Brent? We have not usually sought to use Notwestminster as a platform for anything other than what you wanted it to be. We've slightly taken a bit of sort of licence this year because I think we're doing some wonderful things in Kirklees, and I think that's down to some very brave leadership. We are doing something called the Kirklees Democracy Commission, which is intended to look at what democracy can and should look like for our citizens in the future. So I think you have all been asked, if you're running a workshop or doing a lightning talk, to try and design your approach around our Democracy Commission themes. I mean, that's partly because we wanted to root it in this place, but it's also because, let's be honest, we want to pinch your ideas. So we don't make any apologies for that. Just a little bit about the Commission. You can find out more about what we're doing in our public space, but thus far we have had over 1,000 people involved helping us design what democracy will look like in the next generation. This has involved events, it involves surveys, it involves some people in this room coming providing expert evidence as witnesses, and I'm going to embarrass her. We have got one of our commissioners here, Gemma. Please raise your hand. Hello. So if you want to know more about the Democracy Commission, please go and talk to Gemma. So we are hoping to report at the end of April, so please watch out for that, and please feel free to contribute along that journey. Quick thanks to the team who's pulled today together. So particular thanks to Dave McKenna, David Bundy, Spencer Wilson, Age, Andrew, and you should never single people out, but I am going to, because she is the quiet beating heart of Notwestminster, and I would wish that you please put your hands together for Diane Simmons. Oh, and a dodgy bloke in me. This is an example of the sort of rich array of talent that we are now able to attract to Notwestminster. I think we're incredibly flattered and honoured that people on a Saturday and a Friday have given up their time to come and deliver lightning talks, to come and run workshops, because without people giving up their time they would not be able to do this event. So that's your sort of cast of talent. It's like local democracy Oscars. So see you today. So, bits and pieces, this is what we're going to do. Those of you who've been before will be familiar with the format. We like to start with lightning talks, and I did tell you this before, but those who are giving lightning talks, we will be webcasting it live, so no pressure. Then we will go into workshops. Workshop details are in your guide, but they're also set out in the front. Lunch, same format after lunch. Then we will come back in here, and the workshop host will be garnering ideas that they will bring into the final session, and we'll explain that part later. So that's the format for the day. It is a democratic event, but actually we run a tight ship, so stick to time. You know, there's a bit of democratic centralism here. We're not, got to run a tight ship to run. During the course of the day, you can do some things. So you can text the answer to this very easy question: what is democracy for? So I would ask that you please join in, and with that, next one, Spence. We're also, because it's a proper event in this, we've got some stuff and merchandise out in the front, so you can get some stickers, some badges, you can get a guitar collection, obviously, but also you can play local democracy bingo, tombola, sorry, because Mr. Dave McKenna over the past 7 years, Christ knows why it took him so long, has been developing 101 local democracy ideas. So you can go and pick up one of Dave's ideas out of the tombola. You didn't know that one coming, did you? No. And also we've got the local democracy Wheel of Fortune. If you can't decide which workshop to go into, go outside, spin it and pick them. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you would all suffer without your Wi-Fi, so if you could obviously log in and drain Brent's Wi-Fi as much as we can whilst we're here, please do. Hashtag is Notwestminster, but each of the workshops has got its own separate hashtag, so if you're in a workshop, make sure that you share what you're doing, because actually it's not just about the people in the room, it's about the people who are outside the room who will be able to contribute to what you're doing, so please share during the course of the day. That's what's best. And also in that vein, we've got on Google Live Notes, so if you're capturing your workshop as it goes, please put it into the Google Docs document on Live Notes so everybody can see it and they can contribute to it as well. And that's the link to it. And that's it. So, without further ado, we are going to crack on with our lightning talks.